Hi there, Libra. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're here for you. This is your reading for the week of March 8th to the 16th. Let's jump into it without further ado. First of all, thank you so much for joining us here and looking at your ruler here, Venus, now having cleared from the post-shadow retrograde period. Very exciting. This has been for some time. I'm shuffling here a deck, Oracle deck. A few cards have popped. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Libra. Okay, it is Have Faith, number 22, and Letting Go, number 26. For some of you, I see that you were thinking back on something, and it's almost like, I see you sort of really putting a lot of thought into whatever this concept is that you have in your mind at this time. When it comes to how you will carry it out, okay, there's something that you're going back and forth with actually quite a bit. I see you wanting to even perfect something. It's like, I don't know, is this the right way to go about this? I feel like there's something though very clear that you do sort of, even, you identify that you resonate with. There's no question that you would want to pursue this. I'm hearing that like eventually down the line. It does remind me of the Gemini reading a bit actually. Then we have Phoenix Rising, number 32, and Hole in the Soul, number 36. And we have two more here, Healing and Dreams. Wow, number 3, Dreams, and number 21, Healing. I'm saying there's a really strong focus possibly on the number 21. For some of you here, I see that you actually have, again, I'm here, something in mind, possibly even someone very particular that you are thinking of here. We have cycles here coming through as well, number 6. All right, so let's get a little further here, Libra. Some of you here possibly going to be coming forward and coming towards someone in particular. I see that here this week. Popping out is Love Yourself First. Wow. Interestingly, I see that might be something that you've been doing, okay? I feel like some of you may even come out of that hermit mode for some. I'm hearing it like this, where you've been really sort of introspecting, worth waiting for, okay? Wow, and we've also got Getting to Know Each Other. It's funny, I was thinking of that card. I was like, if that comes through. And then we've also got Soulmate. So there's something really special here, I'll say, that, you're coming back into, you're coming back down to. There's something that you have an epiphany with. It's like, this is my value and this is not. This is something I want to incorporate into my long term. This is not. This is a happy place for me, and this is not really the place I wanted to come home to. I'm hearing that. Oh, okay, to call home. A little bit of pressure in the throat chakra there. Let's clear it. Ooh, let's clear it. Something definitely going on. Feeling the pressure in the heart chakra as well, and in the throat chakra. Yeah, there's something that wasn't working, possibly. Let's get a few clues on that, Spirit, shall we? I'm going to also turn on the light here. Yeah, there's something maybe that, you were flirting with an idea here, but it ended up sort of just kind of not transpiring even in the way that you may have originally anticipated, even if it was just like, okay, let me see if this ends up sort of being something. Let me just see if this ends up sort of, touching on my needs, and it may not have. And that was a very sobering moment is what I'm hearing. Maybe, this step and stage where you say, okay, I kind of like, I'm not going to try and see through what I'm seeing here, like try and make it something that I don't feel. Okay, Mercury, Cancer coming through. This might be definitely a matter of communication when it comes to matters of the home, especially. I'm hearing that here in particular. I don't normally read the cards like that, but yeah, this is for some of you possibly definitely a focus. There's something even related to the, again, past history. We do have the card of cycles. Let's get a little further here. Some of you maybe like, I see you getting strict with something. You're getting strict with the way that you address something, or the way that you create something, and be it even a space through which you see yourself living through down the line. I think that you've understood sort of what matters to you, Virgo. I'm hearing Virgo. Interesting, and it might be affecting your work life. Mercury and Scorpio coming through. Okay, yeah, there's something that I'm hearing. The dynamic, it's something that either works or just doesn't, and I don't think you're gonna be shy about calling this out this week. Now, for some of you, do have a reunion here coming, and I think it's by way, though, of you sort of coming forward and saying, coming out of, again, I'm hearing like a space, space of being sort of a hermit and in some context, and you're sort of like excited, I hear that, to look at the story from a different angle, a different lens, especially for those of you who've been in, let's say, like a quiet period with someone in particular. I want to pull here from the Hidden Oracle deck. Let's take a look, and then I'm going to grab another deck. okay, I was just gonna say, someone feels like there's a lot of there's a lot of potential here. So many things remind me of you. It's almost like someone cannot get you off their mind or vice versa. And this might resonate, over time, of course, but for some of you, I get the sense that you're sort of like in this moment of saying, I like this person. Throat chakra, Libra, there's something going on with the throat chakra. Yeah, no, like for certain, and the curtain literally just like dropped right there. So that might be a very particular message. It's like, well, here we go. Yeah, it's like for some of you, I'm hearing, you love this person. It's like almost becoming silly. Why am I not, saying this now? It says I don't react when people mention you. There's an irony. Okay, so many things remind me of you, but then I don't even react when people bring your name up. The kind of vibe. It's like, since you were the best thing in my life. I feel someone's having a gradual realization about something. I know I messed up everything. Now, for some of you, this is like the feeling of a fear. Like, I don't want this to happen. I want to come out and just be very, very brave. Now, for some, I see that this is about the long term. It's so exposed. This is about the long term, right? And there's a decision you make, Libra, to even expose something. I'm hearing parallel lives. Wow, we're so exposed. Why? What's going on? What is going on? Yeah, so someone possibly, though, is also looking at you, Libra. Let's clear it on the back. Okay, you've had a very, very challenging experience with this person. Now, this can also hold for Western Libra placements, but also Vedic. Now, for some of you, this has been a dynamic that was very, very much not working. Very, very limited. Like, I feel someone was honestly about to step out of the space. I'm hearing even move out, move away. Like, I'm over this. I'm hearing that, like, I'm not going to be on the show, like, looking at, okay, your haiku poetry like that, and without really having any kind of honest moment. And it got very real is what I'm hearing here, Libra. It got very real. Okay, there we go. Gemini, I'm hearing specifically popping out as we have a card on the floor. Someone is intimidated, okay, as well. But it is about, like extremely intimidated. It's almost like the more passion they feel, the more they step back. So you take it as you will. Yeah, that's for somebody definitely the dynamic, especially if somebody has a lot of Virgo in their chart. I want to get one more card here from this deck, and then we'll move into the next deck. But I see like Libra, like I had a thought there. Let's clear it. I feel like for some of you, like someone was even playing hard to get, or they were even like kind of holding back. They were stepping back and but in an unrealistic manner, given what they feel. And it's almost like they have an epiphany moment, like, what am I doing? We have soulmate coming through, pay attention to signs, and selling out with hole in the soul. So it's like they realize, like, okay, I'm in love with this person or this space, and it could even be a project, especially those of you who have a midhaven in Libra. It's like maybe you even found like the perfect collaborative partner, for example. It's like, but okay, let's backtrack. Yeah, but for some of you, okay, I'm getting different messages here. For some of you, there is a factor of toxicity in the connection where somebody could be actually jealous, and it's like they need to get over that. We don't have time for that. When we're stepping into the higher vibrational state, right, of our like purpose and mission. And so if someone is going to be in the jealousy energies, then they need to go. I'm sorry, but yeah, they do. They need to step into their power, and we're not going to be doing that for them. So yeah, it's an LOL situation a little bit, and be right back, and actually it's gonna maybe turn into buy. So let's clear it. For some of you here, like you're saying like very clearly, like I don't have time to make messages out of meaning. Interesting. Yeah, I'm wasting my time. I'm hearing that as well. Like I am not here for looking at you like longingly, but with a leopard's gaze. Yeah, this is not the point. I'm sorry. Like, let's go here. Like, you're also trying to maybe like intimidate me. I'm hearing that. It's like, you need to, I'm hearing like, you need to move on, or I'm going to move on so that we can get out of this dynamic, because it's something also, for some of you, I'm hearing really draining and karmic and cyclical. So let's clear it. I feel like someone maybe even feels like someone just sees right through them. It's like, yeah, there's no point. It's like, yeah, hell yeah, there's no point. Like, you might as well just sit back now. Right here, right now. Yeah. For some of you, though, I'm hearing Pisces. Yeah. I would especially be aware, like, if you're dealing with someone who's very intuitive, and you might be, maybe that you're a Libra and you're very intuitive, maybe dealing with a water sign, Pisces, who's very intuitive, and they see through everything. even the underwear, and yeah, they even just because they don't report on what they've gathered. Okay, as evidence, I'm hearing of the discussion. I don't know what that's as long as you're gonna take it as you will. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, yeah, it could be a metaphor. Hopefully it's a metaphor. Well, whatever it has to be. It's like there doesn't mean that they don't see what's going down. Okay, yeah, down there. There's a lot, in other words, that they pick up on, and they're not stupid. So yeah, definitely, I wouldn't recommend playing a game here, especially during their season. Come on now. All right, we're smarter than that. LOL. Like, let's clear it. Okay, this LOL thing came through in the Pisces reading, so definitely go check out the Pisces reading. You know, there's maybe something kind of unfortunate. It's like, okay, but we don't have time, so let's clear it. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Pisces who's kind of keeping it court. Okay, it's very court, very cordial, very, yeah, kind of, just very strict. I'm hearing no nonsense. I hear that because they're not wanting to get into, yeah, this is definitely, yeah. They're being kind of snappy. I hear that. You can interpret it as rude, but they're being kind of sergeant. I'm hearing indeed. In fact, you're right when it comes to their boundaries. Now, I do feel for it. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. Yeah, you can interpret it however you want. Somebody who's boundaries has boundaries, and you can interpret it in your way. This is possibly a crosswatcher message. You take it as you will. Okay, it's like, yeah, I don't have time to just like smile and like nod at things that are not. Anyways, let's backtrack clear ground. I'm hearing sunny and 60s. Okay, now you may be, someone is trying maybe to wrap someone up in, yeah, it's not happening. Now, Libra, let's go backtrack clear ground. For some of you, you do identify what you have passion for, and maybe there's a shadow moment where it's like, I want to love this person in a more open-hearted manner. We have beauty coming through and a hole in the soul. Wow, let's clear on the heart chakra again. We have faith in the theme. Let me grab another deck, but there's something that you do know now. It's like, well, I see it clearly now. Okay, I'm hearing it like that. Okay, I'm in love with, like, Bianca, alright? I'm hearing that. Someone is also, you know, they have an epiphany. Okay, let's grab the tarot. Let's clear it. They were spending, like, way too much time kind of so-called getting ready, okay, to interact and let's clear it in the sacral chakra. Okay, there we go. Just immediate. Casket. Wind chimes, yeah. There's a little bit of a moment here, guys. It's like, if I want this person in my life and in a loving way, I'm gonna have to show up in a loving way. Okay, hat. And in such a way where I am appreciating them in my life already as they stand in my life. Not pushing them away. Okay, yeah, this is for some of you. There's, tortoise coming through as well. This really, I feel like someone's behavior gave a completely strange impression to someone. Like, why are you acting like that? Like, if you're interested in me, it's like, are you trying to, like, where are you going? Like, by this point, like, yeah, we're gonna be practically hanging out, yeah. I'm hearing in Hollywood. Let's clear it. I'm not sure. Take it as you will. King of Wands, yeah. Yeah, they were running away. Oh my god. Okay, so this is a moment though, guys. It's gonna be so ironic. I see it like, it's funny, whether or not this person, someone's in love with someone, they're just avoiding them. It's like, and that could be meant in a number of ways. We're talking avoiding possibly even on an energetic level, right? I mean, yeah, you can pursue someone but not be real, and so you're still, yeah, you can still be avoiding them because we're talking, soul to soul. You can make eye contact, doesn't matter. If you turn around and you're also talking smack about that person, then yeah, that's a different story, and that's going to be something that drives that person away, especially if they're very sensitive to energy, because they're gonna feel it. LOL. I'm hearing that. Okay, go check out the Pisces reading. You guys are definitely Uranus North Node number 11. Like, now let's clear the energy, guys. I think, like, okay, it's very ironic. It's funny because I was going to say this is almost like serendipitous. Like, the universe is going to bring this around in such a way where you're going to have to maybe both do the shadow work. It's like, well, why are you like smacking her on the ass, like, on Tuesday, but then on Wednesday, you're like looking at her in the eyes like you want to have nothing to do with her. I hear that. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, Neptune, the 6th South Node. Yeah. Okay. There's something that, this is related to, something very silly. I think you guys actually have a lot of potential together here. We have Saturn North Node 5. Interesting. It says Uranus will be tested soon. Yeah. Neptune. Let's clear it. Neptune South Node. That's the only South Node we're looking at here. Let's clear the energy ground. This is my deck, by the way, that I created. We're an Oracle deck. that I created, and we'll hopefully be launching this soon, guys, whenever it's meant to be. I'm working with the guides on when to sort of release this. Very exciting. But we're pivoting it in terms of astrology. We're looking at what is actually happening here on an energy plane. I feel like some of you do have a very strong connection, but it's almost like the type of thing where, yes, definitely, where you look into this space and you're like, what a shame, what a pity that we're literally like, yeah, we're holding out because of, okay, I'm hearing sangria. I don't know. Okay, it says Uranus will be tested soon again. Neptune 6 on the come through again. Yeah, this is something it's gonna come back around the mountain. It's going to, in other words, test again, you both in the same way. Like, it's almost like karmic. Like, if you don't handle it now, it's gonna. So maybe someone realizes that with a star upright, 9 of Wands, reverse King of Wands. It's like it's funny even like that we could feel that we're trumping the universe by so-called avoiding one another or avoiding the real conversation we'd like to have. So within the next 6 to 8 months, I feel like yeah, there will be a moment here of considering. Also, you're gonna possibly. That's clear. You're gonna call it out. I hear that. Love and light, guys. We'll see.